Hi guys, welcome back to Engineering Math Explained. In the previous lesson, we learned on how to transpose formulas and rearranging the equations to solve for any other variable. So now, we take the next big step. In real engineering problems, equations are not always given directly. So instead, nakatago or they are hidden inside word problems. So today, we will learn on how to translate the words into equations and solve them step by step with confidence. So on the screen, we can see that our topic is algebra word problems engineering style. So let's proceed. So imagine so a machine produces 120 units in 4 hours. So how do we find its production rate? Or a car travels at a certain distance at a constant speed. So how can we calculate its time? So at first, these kind of problems are confusing. But here's the truth. Every word problems is just an equation in disguise. So we need to understand the word problem and the situation. Step is to translate them into an equation, and third is to solve them using algebra word problems, or to solve them as in algebra equation. So that's it. If you can translate the words into the math, you can solve any problem. So understand, translate, and solve. Okay, guys? So why this matters? So in engineering, problems are never given as a clean equation. So usually, they are needed to be converted to equations. So our skill to master the ability in solving real engineering problems. So by translating the word problems into an equation or an actual solvable equation. So the strategy that we will be doing is first is to check the given and to identify what is unknown, to assign the variables, to create a solution, an equation, and to solve it. So follow this process or the thinking process that we will be doing every time that we are going to solve a algebraic equation. So let's try to solve this one. So first is example, rate and output. Rate is the output over time. So a machine produces 120 units in 4 hours. Find the production rate. So for this one, so I'll just further elaborate. We have a machine that produces 120 units. A certain machine produces 120 units. And then it is able to produce this amount of units in exactly 4 hours. So what we need to do to find the rate. The formula of rate is the output per number of hours it is being created. So with that, by just directly substituting, the output is 120 units divided by the number of hours, 4. So what we can see in this is to simplify this equation. So we will find that 120 divided by 4 is equal to 30. So we have 30 units created per hour. So that's our answer, our rate. So as you can see here in the screen. So that's the only thing that we can try to solve it. So insights, use formulas and don't just guess, since we used a known relationship and translated the words into an equation. So that's the power of algebra in engineering. So example number 2, if we are given time, finding the time, we have a distance and speed. So it's just an application of algebra. So let's say we have a car travels 150 kilometers in and under time of 50 kilometers per hour. So the question is how to find the time. How long does it take? So the givens are the distances, this distance, and this velocity or speed. And then by just a recall, so we will be discussing this in our future videos, the formula for speed. So let's just notate here, speed S is distance over time. So for this one, so we just simply direct sub, or since we are needing to find the time, we must cross multiply. So for this, speed times time is equal to distance. And then what we're gonna do is, in order to isolate the time, is we're going to divide both sides by the speed. So time is equal to distance over speed. So what we're gonna do is to direct sub the values that we have. So what we have here is 150 kilometers is the distance, and divide it by 50. So our answer will be equal to 3 hours. So our answer is 3 hours. So as you can see here, 3 hours is the answer. So let's proceed, which is the same here. So common mistake. So we need to understand first. So not the other way around. So usually the mistake is people do not understand on how to solve and plug the answers or the values. So example number 3. So we have here is the formula for current. So current is equal to power over voltage. So as you can see here, by directly substituting 60 divided by 12, the answer is 5 amperes. So let's have a practice. So in this one, so given we have a volume of 200 liters. 200 liters. And then we have a time of 10 minutes. So the question is, what is the value of the rate? So to find the rate, this is a general equation for the rate of flow, so which is volume over time. So this kind of topics will be discussed in our future videos, the application in physics. But for now, for the sake of understanding algebra, we just simply adapt on solving these kind of problems only. So first is to direct sub 200. Since the volume is 200 liters, divided it by the time. So we have 10 minutes. So as you can see here, it's important to include the units. So we are not being mistaken on the values that we take in order for us to be guided. Since we are finding the rate, so our unit must be liters per minutes. So in this one, it's already liters per minute, and just simply divide this one. 200 divided by 10 will be equal to 20. So the answer is 20 liters per minute. So let's check if we have the same answer here. Okay, so the rate here is 20 liters per minute. So example number 4 is the total. So as you can see here, the engineering word problems have a different approach here. So let's try to check for this one. So finding the total is to simply excuse me, to multiply this first. So this will be 50 times 8, which is 400, and add 500, the total is 900. So the next is the pattern. So usually it's really about rate, motion, electrical work. So basically these are the common problems that will have this type of application for algebra. So I hope you will be more aware on the application of it in other types of problems. So practice number 2, find R using V equals IR. So it is the formula for voltage, which is equal to current times the resistance. So let's try to solve this. So what, for example, if we have a value of voltage of 2 volts and we have a value for the I or the current of 2 amperes. I'm sorry, of 10 volts for this one. Let's just remove this first. 10 volts. Let's try 10 volts. And we have 2 amperes. 2 amperes. So to solve for the value of resistance, we just simply need to divide 10 volts per 2 amperes. So 10 divided by 2, the answer is 5. And our sign for this one is ohms. 5 ohms for the unit of resistance. Okay? So this is the answer. So today, we'll learn on how to solve algebra word problems step by step. So the key idea is to simple translate the words into equations, and remember to understand, translate, and to solve the problems. So in the next lesson, we will go deeper into a more topic about scientific notations explained. So if you want to learn something more, and if you learn something new, hit the like and subscribe button, and also don't forget to comment down in the drop down the box below if you want to see more of topics that you want in the future. Okay, so I hope you learned something new today, guys, and have a nice day, and bye bye for now. Thank you.